It's up to you to figure out what situations are they most comfortable in, which is probably their go-to situations to shoot those threes. Figure out what you need to do in order to take those situations away, or at least make them as uncomfortable for them as possible. And then by doing so, you'll disrupt their three-point shooting ability. What is less common, though it seems to be becoming more and more common, especially even out here at the park, is an overall good shooting three-point shooter, meaning they can pretty much shoot the ball and shoot it well from any of those circumstances. The general consensus for defending those kind of shooters has always kind of been just like, you can only do the best you can, and really that's the best you can do. That's all you can do against good overall shooters. However, I like to take it a step further, which is my general idea, for me at least, when that happens to me and you're just facing an overall good player that doesn't seem to have any glaring weaknesses. For me, I like to think of it as like, I'm not on defense, I'm not playing defense. For me, my mindset has always kind of been, I'm kind of never on defense. Like, I'm always on offense. It's just half of the time I don't happen to have the ball in my possession. And so when you find yourself trying to defend just a general overall good three-point shooter, I like to attack those players, attack them. So for me, the way I approach it is, okay, most shooters are right-handed. They shoot with their right hand. And especially the farther they get away from the basket, the less ambidextrous they become, meaning the more likely they are to shoot with their dominant hand. And when you're shooting a three-pointer, right, you're having to generate a lot of power, a lot of strength in order to shoot that three, especially further from the basket that you get. Which means setting up your jumper, your mechanics become even more important. When they're setting up their jump shot, bringing the ball up along this path, right, if they can't get the ball through this path to bring it up to start their jump shot, they can't shoot their jump shot effectively. That then puts the onus on you to take this path away. Do whatever you can, whatever you have to disrupt this path. Essentially, that means the whole right side of that player that you're defending, that is now your target. So you're gonna do whatever you can, whatever you have to make this motion for them uncomfortable, which in general means you're gonna have to get close to them. You're gonna have to touch them. You're gonna have to get whatever body parts you can in this ball path so that they can't bring the ball up. That of course comes with the consequence that you're gonna be very close to them, meaning if they cross you over, if they dribble around you, right, it's going to be fairly easy for them to get past you and get to the basket. Because the closer you are to defending a player, especially the further away from the basket they are, the better chance for them to lose you, to cross you over or pull some kind of dribble move or even a footwork jab step move or whatever on you to get you off balance. Then they go around you and penetrate the lane. You're kind of making the choice to force them to not shoot the three, right? So they're giving up the three, but in order to do that, you're letting them kind of get to the basket. But if they're a three-point shooter and they're shooting the lights out and they're just torching you up and down the court, shooting all kinds of threes and destroying your team, you got to make some kind of a change. And if that means giving up the lane, then you got to do what you got to do. It's also on your teammates to be aware and recognize the situations.